they allegedly spun on FBG again and killed a dude named John.
Damn, them boys getting spanked out there.
Allegedly spotted an FBG affiliate outside a shop and shot 6 people in broad daylight. So FBG was supposed to be trading them guns for switches, but the situation went left, and Yakuza allegedly shot both of them to death outside of a store. The cops finally caught up to Yakuza after he came and marred. He tried to run the cops over with a stolen truck and do the race, but it didn't work out for him, and Yakuza's been locked up ever since.
Oh yeah, you fried, gang. Sizzle, pop, bacon head
murders. Micah Johnson went inside the college, started shooting at cops on the street, and that's when more cops responded to the campus and went inside the building. Micah Johnson and the SWAT team got into a shootout, and they fired at least 200 shots back and forth. But the cops couldn't get to Micah Johnson. The standoff lasted for a few hours.
What's going on, JB? We back with another video. Y'all already know what it is. Y'all already know what to do, man. Today we got another crazy reaction for y'all. Today we gonna be talking about the worst murders that happened in Dallas, Texas, bro. No cap. I heard it get down in Texas. Hee-haw. It ain't no hee-haw. It's a gris-gra. You feel me? We finna hop right into it. So y'all like, comment, subscribe. Let's hop right into the video.
Some of the most brutal violence in the world is happening in Dallas, Texas.
Well, damn.
Today we're breaking down why most people are terrified to be out on the streets.
Everybody got guns in Texas.
Dallas isn't popping off in the mainstream like Chicago and New York did. But some of the craziest and most violent beefs in the rap game is happening in Texas. And you
he was like 13.
Going on between OTS and FBG. It's not clear where the beef for OTS and FBG started, but it's one of the most disrespectful wars of all time. Back in 2021,
that sound like Chicago.
OTS allegedly kills an FBG affiliate named Fats.
Damn.
A couple months later, they allegedly spun on FBG again and killed a dude named John.
Damn, them boys getting spanked out there.
OTS allegedly spotted an FBG affiliate outside a shop and shot 6 people in broad daylight. So FBG
them boys getting built.
Named 223 Trey.
Them boys getting built to ass.
G stood on the crib where 223 Trey lived and shot it up, but they accidentally killed 223 Trey's mom, Mika, instead. OTS was having some internal drama too, and a couple months later, they allegedly backdoored their own homie, TG. OTS was still putting pressure.
See, bro, that's why that game shit is like,
2023,
your homie killed you.
The dude from OTS named Cameron Turner shot 3 ops at the state fair. It's not clear if the dudes Cameron Turner shot were from
He killed his op at the state fair.
But FBG clapped back and ended up killing another innocent woman. A dude from FBG named JBsiah.
Gang, y'all need to get out of the streets. Y'all killing straight innocents.
Still lived there, but he killed a random grandmother instead of the ops. FBG and OTS.
That's why y'all need to put them switches down. Y'all can't aim right.
FBG Murder started airing out the beef in the booth. It's kind of confusing at first. FBG Murder actually reps OTS, and he just took the FBG name to clown the ops. Then he took the disrespect to a whole new level when he pissed on an op's grave in one of his music videos. FBG Murder allegedly.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, you gotta die. Oh my mama, I'm killing your mama about that.
FBG Murder just his own cousin.
Oh my mother, pissing on a grave?
That's how you get shot.
That's insane.
Bro, I blow up my own cousin. And on the same track, he allegedly dissed FBG Fats too in raps. Broad day gang. Niggas know what we did. According to rumors, FBG Murder. Homie OTS Yakuza is the one who pulled the trigger on Fats. And if all the stories about Yakuza are true, then he's one of the biggest demons in the city. Yakuza's older brother is another known shooter named Stepper, and they're allegedly.
Oh, so that shooter shit running the blood.
Daylight back in 2021.
Dave Curry, Steph Curry had that.
Yakuza allegedly killed Fats. He linked up with his homie T-Man to rob a dealer named Kobe Mascora. T-Man brought fake cash to scam Kobe Mascora. Kobe
that's lame as hell.
So Yakuza allegedly shot him in the head. Then a dude who was tight with Mo 3 named Number 7 allegedly paid Yakuza to take out his op Billy from a set called B4L. Yakuza's also the one who allegedly pulled the trigger on TG. TG
that boy's super active.
And allegedly snaked a few with.
That's like 5 bodies.
According to rumors, TG was trying to play both sides and was kicking in with OTS and FBG.
Oh yeah, nah, gang, that's gonna get you knocked off.
The situation looks sketchy from the jump, and Yakuza trying to throw everyone off by showing love to TG on Instagram right after the murder. Yakuza wasn't booked for the shooting, but 2 other OTS members went down for it. Yakuza skated on the murder, but the cops think he brutally killed 2 dudes in 2024 while they're trying to make a gun deal. Yakuza linked up with Cam and Mari from a set called CTG and was supposed to be trading them guns for switches, but the situation went left, and Yakuza allegedly shot both of them to death outside of a store. The cops finally caught up to Yakuza after he killed Cam and Mari. He tried to run the cops over with a stolen truck and do the race.
Damn!
But it didn't work out for him, and Yakuza's been locked up ever since.
Oh yeah, you fried, gang. Sizzle, pop, bacon head ass.
Murders. Yakuza was at Walmart with his mom when someone pulled up and started shooting up his whip. Yakuza didn't.
With your mama, gang?
But his mom got shot and almost didn't make it out alive.
Oh yeah, nah, bro.
Murders started popping up in the
they want your head bad. Need that.
Ooh, but in 2025, J3 Get Busy went viral because he dissed OTS like nobody's ever seen before. J3's been locked up for allegedly killing an innocent grandma. And while he was in jail, he actually got 223 Trey's dead mom's name tatted on him. The drill scene in Dallas has been making headlines because they're on a different level of disrespect.
Nah, that boy is some demons.
Some of the wildest crews aren't even really rapping about their dirt. And one Crip said even that a pet alligator that the cops took away. In February 2025, the cops in Dallas shook down the 4-2 Oakland Crips and booked 8 of them for running drugs and guns in the city. At first, it was like the normal gang bust. The cops found 14 guns, a bunch of pills, and $47K in cash. But then they raided one of the stash houses and found a live alligator inside.
Them boys had to act. Them boys living like the cartel.
Some crazy rumors started going around and they're feeding their ops to it. But there's no evidence to back that story up.
An alligator in the trap house?
But it also has killers.
That's some country ass shit.
In 2022, a dude named Kevin Sheffield was driving around Dallas killing random people. A 64-year-old man named Muhammad Kamara was outside of his apartment on his way to work when Kevin Sheffield rolled by and shot him to death. Then a month later, Kevin Sheffield hit up another dude named JBsiah and left him dead in the street.
Bro, what?
Following Kevin Sheffield because they linked his mom's car to the shootings. And
how stupid do you gotta be? You using your mama's car for the murders?
Kevin Sheffield got hit with a 50-year sentence. And during the sentencing, Joseph Cyrus's brother said, "I wish they'd given you 2 years because I promised to God I'd blow your fucking head off." But that wasn't the end of the story. When the cops searched the way Kevin Sheffield used for the drive-bys, they found a box of ammo that allegedly connected him to 5 other shootings. According to the cops, Kevin Sheffield started shooting people on Christmas Eve 2021 and shot someone in the leg that night. Then a month later, he allegedly shot someone else in the arm while they were getting into their car.
God, these boys are demon.
Kevin Sheffield allegedly shot 3 more people back to back.
Huh?
One of them was found dead in the street. Kevin Sheffield has been all over the news. But one of the in the city was a Mo 3.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I don't wish jail on nobody, but they need to put that nigga under the jail. They need to put him in a box, not even a cell. Put him in a cardboard box and light fire around it and chant around that bitch, cause that boy's a demon.
3 got killed in broad daylight. Mo 3 have been beefing with rappers all over the city, but his main op was JBsiah. Mo 3 and his crew allegedly shot JBsiah, then JBsiah and his homies jumped Mo 3's manager. The situation kept heating up, and then in 2020, the ops caught Mo 3 on the interstate and killed him. At first, people were saying that it was over some personal drama Mo 3 had with a woman, but in 2025, JBsiah was officially charged with capital murder because the cops think he paid for the hit. JBsiah is one of the biggest rappers in the history of Dallas, so the news shocked the whole city. At first, the judge put his bond at a crazy $2 million, but JBsiah's legal team got it reduced to $750K, and he got out on house arrest until the trial starts. JBsiah's fighting a capital murder case, which is way worse than a normal murder charge.
Oh God, that's that.
If he gets convicted, then he'll be doing life without the possibility of parole, or the prosecution could even go for the death penalty if they wanted to.
No cap.
Some people are happy that JBsiah got locked up. But Dallas is known for having some of the worst cops in the country. And in 2018, they brutally murdered an innocent dude who was just sitting in his crib eating ice cream. On September 6, 2018, a cop named Amber Geiger was off duty and went home to her apartment complex. But instead of going to her own apartment, Amber Geiger went to the door of a dude named Botham John. They lived in the same building but on different floors. And Amber Geiger allegedly got confused and went to the wrong apartment by accident. When Amber Geiger tried to unlock the door, she noticed that it was already cracked open. So she went inside and saw Botham John sitting in his living room eating ice cream. Botham John was an innocent black dude who worked as an accountant. But
are you serious?
Got a gun and shot him twice in the chest. Other cops tried to cover the situation up, and at first Amber Geiger was only facing manslaughter charges instead of murder. The situation sparked a bunch of protests, and Amber Geiger was eventually charged with murder, but she was only given a 10-year sentence when she lost the trial. If Botham John had killed a cop, they probably would have given him a death sentence. But Amber Geiger got off easy, and none of the cops who tried to hide the evidence were ever charged.
She got a 10-year sentence for going into the wrong home and killing somebody who was sitting there eating ice cream. Brother, what? That's white privilege. If you ain't never seen white privilege before, that is white privilege. Because if me as a black man would have accidentally went into the wrong home and killed the white woman, I wouldn't even make it to the jail.
George, a lot of people in Dallas hate the cops. And in 2015, a dude named James Boulware took an armored van to the police station and started shooting.
Good.
The cops showed up to stop him, but James Boulware rammed their cars and shot at them from inside the van.
Good.
They took off down the highway and parked at a Jack-in-the-Box while the police surrounded them. James Boulware and the cops kept shooting back and forth, and James Boulware claimed that the police had taken his son. Nobody knew how much firepower James Boulware really had, but he started telling the police that he was going to blow him up, so they brought in the sniper to take him out. James Boulware's van had armor to stop most bullets, but the sniper used a 50 cal rifle to take out the engine first and then kill James Boulware. The cops killed James Boulware and didn't lose anybody on their side.
Damn.
But in 2016, a dude named Micah Johnson actually went to war with them, and it became the deadliest day for cops since the 9/11 terrorist attack.
Wait, huh?
Micah Johnson was an Army veteran.
Oh yeah, a 10 hood.
White cops killing black men in America. So he put on body armor, got a bunch of guns, and started hunting cops in Dallas.
Oh,
Shooting spree
shoot.
started around 9 p.m. when Micah Johnson saw a bunch of cops on Main Street and killed 3 of them from the jump.
Damn.
Other cops busted back, but Micah Johnson kept shooting and hit 3 more cops and a bystander too. Then Micah Johnson went north on Lamar Street and got into a shootout with another cop and killed him.
Are you serious? This man moving like I don't even know, cuz he was in the army, so you know he know how to shoot. But shit, he doing the Lord's work. Amen.
And got hit though.
12.
He went to El Central College and shot 2 security guards. Micah Johnson went inside the college and started shooting at cops on the street. And that's when more cops responded to the campus and went inside the building. Micah Johnson and the SWAT team got into a shootout and they fired at least 200 shots back and forth.
Damn.
But the cops couldn't get to Micah Johnson. The standoff lasted for a few hours while the cops tried to make a plan. And eventually, they decided to strap a bomb to a robot and drive it straight at Micah Johnson. The plan sounded crazy, but it actually worked, and the cops blew Micah Johnson to pieces. You never know who's gonna pop.
They suicide bombed the shooter?
Girls are active in the trenches. A dude named Jake Reynoso was walking down North Houston Street when 4 people came up to rob him. There were 2 girls who were 15 and 16, and they were with 2 older guys. Jake Reynoso tried to run away, but then one of the robbers pulled out a gun and killed him. It's not clear who actually pulled the trigger, but the 2 girls and 2 dudes were all booked on capital murder charges. Even nurses are safe in Dallas. And in 2022, 2 of them got killed by a dude who went to the hospital to see his kid being born. Nestor Hernandez was on parole, and the cops let him go see his girlfriend at the Methodist Dallas Medical Center because she was about to give birth. It should have been a great day, but he went to the room and the situation went left from the jump. Apparently, Nestor Hernandez thought his girl had been cheating on him, so he pistol whipped her in the face and said, "Whoever comes in this room is gonna die with us."
He pistol whipped his girlfriend while she was having birth?
Situation down, and that's when Nestor Hernandez shot both of them to death.
Are you what?
Was about to leave the room to shoot more people, but a cop at the hospital shot Nestor Hernandez in the leg. He gave up immediately. What's even crazier about the story is that people at the hospital had to treat the leg shot, even though Nestor Hernandez had just murdered 2 of their co-workers. Nestor Hernandez got hit with a life sentence without parole, but this next killer messed with the wrong dude and ended up dead in prison. Dallas has all kinds of savages running around the city, but one of the craziest killers was a dude named Billy Shemir. Billy was convicted of killing 2 old women, but the cops think his body count was way higher than that. Billy Shemir broke into high-class retirement communities to kill old women and steal their jewelry. Most of the murders were originally reported as natural deaths because the victims were in their 80s and 90s, but it was clear that nobody was really looking into it because all the women had been robbed too. Billy Shemir was breaking in, smothering the old ladies with their pillows, and taking all of their jewelry. And the craziest thing is,
oh, they got a special spot for you in hell, buddy.
Apartment complex in just 1 year. Eventually, the cops caught up to him, and Billy Shemir got hit with 2 life sentences. Everyone knew that Billy Shemir's body count might have been more than 30, but he got murdered in prison before all the crimes got solved. Billy Shemir was in the cell with a dude named Wyatt Busby. Wyatt Busby was serving a 50-year sentence for stabbing a dude to death in Houston, and for some reason, Billy Shemir thought it was a good idea to start making weird comments about Wyatt Busby's kids. So Wyatt Busby stabbed Billy Shemir to death. A lot of Billy Shemir's murders happened around 2016, and that year, the cops in Dallas didn't even solve half of the killings in the city. Over 160 people were murdered that year.
Damn!
One of the most brutal crimes was when someone set a lawyer on fire inside his own house.
Wait.
Who was working.
He set his lawyer on fire. He said, "Oh, you didn't beat my case? Good news. We got good and bad news for you, buddy. Good news. We got your payment. Bad news, they gave you life. Oh, bet. Now you're dead." What the hell? He torched that boy.
Woman who was fighting her son, Stephen Arbery, over some money. It was a heated situation, but nobody expected what happened next. Somebody had been spying on Ira Tobolowsky at his crib, and in May 2016, they broke in and attacked him. Ira Tobolowsky was stomped out, and somebody poured gasoline on him and set him on fire.
That's some movie type shit.
His lawyer were both brought in for questioning, but it took the cops years before they booked anyone. Stephen Arbery moved to Florida. Then in 2022, he was arrested for killing Ira.
My bad, y'all. I don't know what the hell going on with my shit.
Tobolowsky. According to police records, Stephen Arbery
come on, man.
Burner phone and alibi definition, and he also had burns on him. It looked like the cops had a good case, but on the day before the trial was supposed to start, the prosecutors dropped the whole case, and Stephen Arbery skated on everything.
Huh?
Dallas doesn't just have local gangs and serial killers out on the streets. You also have to look out for international crews like Tren Agda. Tren Agda is one of the most brutal Venezuelan gangs, and they're active in Dallas too. In 2024, 4 Tren Agda affiliates kidnapped a dude named Nozuli Enrique Arnold Petit and shot him in the back of the head, then dumped his body. According to the cops, Nozuli was affiliated with Tren Agda too, and knew the guys who killed him. All of them were involved with an ATM robbery ring that was active all over the country, and Nozuli allegedly tried to run off with the money, and that's why he got taken out.
Oh, yeah, that'll get you killed.
Agda have members all over the place.
That'll definitely get you killed.
Before Nozuli got murdered, they went viral for taking over a whole apartment building in Colorado.
Whoa!
Dallas allegedly where most of them stayed. And in October 2024, they brutally robbed a woman in her crib and threatened to cut her fingers off. A dude named Hernandez
Gang, what?
on the rest of the crew. Instead, he thought they were going to get money from a prostitute who owed one of his homies some money. But instead, they attacked a rich woman in Northwest Dallas and held her hostage inside her house. The Venezuelan dudes had to use Google Translate to talk to the woman while they were robbing her. And while some of the gang ran through the house and stole $75K in jewelry, a couple of them stayed with her and said they were going to cut her fingers off if she didn't do what they said. The violent crime rate in Dallas has been going up like crazy. In 2020, the city had 254 murders, which was the highest since the 90s.
254 murders?
2021 and 2022, but in 2023, the murder rate went up again, and 246 people were taken out that year. 2024 was a little bit.
Oh yeah, remind me to never move to Dallas. Actually, you don't have to remind me. I know.
The drill scene is popping off. There's a good chance that the murder rate is going to jump again.
I ain't gonna lie, boy. I knew Dallas was bad, but I didn't know that shit was that bad. What in the world do Dallas, Texas got going on? Sheesh. I used to want to move to Texas. Well, Texas is a big ass state, so I could probably still move, but yeah, I won't be in Dallas. That's for shit sure. I won't even visit there. You got it, buddy. But hey, man, if that was some video, I appreciate you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe to 1,000 subscribers. Step into my second reaction channel, JBsiah 2, link in the description. Step into my clothing brand, JungleBredClothing, link in the description. Man, y'all stay up, we'll get you some money. All love, JBsiah, we out.